Action. All right, girl, I'm back. You back. We back. Just like a smile hole, you already know. It's me, your girl P, your favorite bitch, and your favorite witch. Welcome to this week's episode of Postscript. We are officially back on schedule, so we're going to keep it short and sweet, like I like the episode. Short, sweet, and digestible. Welcome back to this week's episode, or if this is your first time here, welcome to Postscript, also known as PS, the talk show, and I am your lovely, lovely host, and we're going to jump right into our first segment today, which is always P's favorite pieces. So for the first thing I want to say is, I finally did eat all of the bad food out of my house, so now I can like start a new eating experiment. I'm doing low carbs, low sugar, low calorie, just low everything, bitch. Low everything. Because I was on my protein journey, you know, trying to pack the pounds on. And I did pack the pounds on. I'm not complaining about packing the pounds on. But I need to lose just like 15 little pounds. Just like 15 little pounds to get my BMI where I wanted it. So yeah, that is the first thing that I want to say for P's favorite pieces. Today is the second day of me doing my new eating experiment, and I just feel so good. Like I've really been like sticking to it because I'm a big snacker. I love chips, I love crackers, I love chocolate, and so like me not being able to like have none of that stuff because I'm also doing like low sugar. I don't know if I said that too, but I'm trying to do no all of those things, no carbs, no sugar, no calorie. Like I'm trying to do no all of those things, but like you know I got to be realistic. So we're doing low, not no. You know what I'm saying? So I just love a good little snack, a good little crunchy snack at that. Like, so me not being able to like really eat the things that I enjoy the most is really making me, you know, have a different understanding and a conversation with myself about discipline. My other thing for P's favorite pieces that I want to talk about, I meant to talk about this when I came back. This is a coffee table book. I am starting a collection of coffee table books because I just feel like when I get older and I have kids and stuff, like I remember being a kid, we used to have like Jet magazines in the bathroom, and like Their Eyes Were Watching God was in the book basket in our bathroom. So like I read that book real early. Like, so like when I have in my family, I want them to know who I was and what I was interested in. So I'm starting a coffee book table collection so that, you know, when the time comes, I can go through this with like, you know, my kids and kids and all that. But anyhow, this is the Emilio Tour coffee table book. Emilio means gift from God, I believe, in Italian or something like that. This is from the Kevin Gates show. I've never seen anything like this being sold as merch. And me personally, I love different kind of merch. Like my favorite kind of merch is lighters and magnets. Those like that's so fire. But this is amazing. So it says the Emilio Tour on the front. Oh yeah, it do mean gift from God. I see it on there. And then this is also Kevin Gates' logo for his coffee brand or whatever. And then it say Kevin Gates. And it say don't threaten me with a good time. And then on the inside, this is my favorite part. It has a little baby picture of Kevin, but on the inside it's just song lyrics and pictures and quotes, and like I love it. And then on the back it has all the tour dates like a t-shirt would. So I got this and I got a shirt when I was at the tour, so I'm really excited to have a new book for my coffee table book collection. So far, my favorite in my coffee table book collection, it would definitely be my Lady Gaga Terry Richardson picture book that I got. I got that when I was in high school. That was peak my Gaga obsession. And then like I had a job so I could start buying my own like little merch and little like collectibles and stuff. So this is definitely going to get added to the list. And that really wraps up this week's P's favorite pieces because I'm also not going to be doing like any shopping or anything for, you know, a little while. So I don't really know, you know, what the Dollar Tree finds is going to be giving. I do got some stuff that I probably haven't showed y'all that I could, you know, bring on. But anyhow, let's get to our next segment. Questions that need answers. And this is also like what pissed me off today. Same, both of them, same topic. Girl, I'll be ready to go to bed as soon as I get in the house because it'll be dark once I get out the shower. Like right now, it's probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock maybe 7 o'clock. I'm already in my pajamas. I already took a shower. And after I finish this, what you think I'm about to do? Lay down, watch my little John Wayne Gacy show. I guess I could have included that in P's favorite pieces. But girl, they got a new show on Peacock about John Wayne Gacy. That was the serial killer. That was the clown that was murdering people. And he hid all the bodies in his house in the crawl space. I love serial killer stuff. Like, I'm obsessed with serial killers. I remember one time, like I said that to my sister, and we went on a trip to California, and I took her to this place called the Death Museum. and it just had like, it was stuff about like, you know, funeral homes, like just the entire idea of death. But then it was a certain part of the museum that just had all of like this stuff about serial killers and just like all these exhibits. And so John Wayne Gacy was a clown, and he used to like draw stuff too. And girl, at the museum, they had like some of his drawings and like some of the letters from the jail and all that. But I'm going to tangent, so let's go ahead and wrap it down. So that's what pissed me off. Questions that need answers. Do y'all be ready to go to bed as soon as y'all get home? Because I do. I'm about to. Don't worry about it. I have been sleeping really, really good though. So if you do feel like you're ready to go to bed as soon as you get home, do it. Go to bed. Lay down. Wrap up for the night. Call it the evening. Bar for bar, this week I want to talk about a song called Bo Take a Bag. It's on the second or third version of the deluxe album of Glockavelli. Key Glock dropped like 3 or 4 different deluxes of that album. But Bo Take a Bag, I don't know, that's just really been like in my rotation this week. Bo take a bag filled through with honey racks. Lil' mama got a pretty face and her waist snatched. They gassed them up like Circle K now. They can't get them back. I gave my uncle Blunter, what's the name, as far as cataracts. I love Key Glock so bad. That nigga be rapping his ass off. So yeah, that's this week's Bar for Bar, Bo Take a Bag by Key Glock. Conscious cunt, again, that kind of ties into, you know, our what pissed me off question that he answers. Please make sure you are prioritizing your sleep right now, because it's just something about that winter that, at least for me, it take a toll on my mental health. So I need to be real well rested, because even with the daylight saving thing, I really usually be ready to kill myself and jump off a brick. Not in my Caucasian neighborhood. I be ready to end it all, like with the daylight savings thing. But now I just be like, oh, yeah, just go to bed. Even though it's early, just lay down. Like, it's not bothering me mentally, I guess. It's just like the physical of it. I just be like, all right, time to lay down, watch a little show, rub my feet together. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, prioritize your sleep and really make sure that you are pouring into you and caring for you and showing up for you to end your year off strong. And, you know, go into the next year on a good note already, and stop waiting to, oh, you know what, in the new year I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna start doing that shit now, so that when the new year come, it could already be in your works, in your routine, in your daily experience. All right, and for our last and final segment, which is always hashtag I cannot make this shit up. On November the 6th until November the 30th, the planet Venus did enter the astrological sign of Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season. If you've been watching and listening and following along, everything's like a dial. Everything gets turned slowly but surely, slowly but surely, slowly but surely, slowly but surely. So like the last time we talk about Venus and Libra, and the sign that's after Libra is clearly Scorpio. So everything is cyclical, right? You know what I'm saying? So with Venus in Libra, so with Venus being in Scorpio, it's in its detriment when it's in Scorpio. So it has to work harder to feel good, work harder to enjoy things, work harder for pleasure, work harder for a happy ending, a happy medium, a preferred results. It just has to put in a little bit more oomph, a little bit more gumption, a little bit more. Venus and Scorpio just wants you to have a little bit more chutzpah, you know? I think that's a Yiddish word, or it might be German. No, I think that's Yiddish. But anyway, it just needs like a little bit more je ne sais quoi. So we was talking about clarity and clearness last week. Be clear. Venus and Scorpio, black or white. Because like I said, it's in its detriment. So it needs to understand exactly what is happening so that it can understand what it needs to do to get the preferred result it wants. So black or white. Ain't no gray area shit right now. We ain't doing that. On November the 7th, the planet Uranus did transit into the sign of Taurus. So with Uranus and Taurus, I want you to go back and think of May of 2018 and really analyze what has informed your experience from that time on to now. What has changed in how you live your life? What has become law? What is, you know, just certain things that you don't identify with no more, things that maybe you didn't even know that you would identify with. How have you evolved? And what has been, you know, influencing you for your daily experience? And think, like I said, from May of 2018 to now. And so, like, Uranus, it relates to, like, your nervous system. And, you know, I'm always on here talking about get your endocrine system together, get your nervous system together. And then Taurus, it relates to the body. It relates to the physical. It relates to also the throat chakra. But Taurus does, you know, Taurus is a bull. It works hard. So it's about how you're able to show up for that work. So I've been talking about, you know, prioritizing your sleep, regulate your nervous system, regulate your endocrine system, prioritize your physical health. It also locks into how I was saying, you know, I'm having a new eating experiment. I be so aligned with the planets, I don't even be realizing that the stuff I do is just so supported by the astrology that we in. And I love that for me. Like, I love that for me. But I'm sure it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm a Cancer rising and we controlled by the moon. And so I just be in tune. Yes, on November the 9th until November the 29th, Mercury is retrograde, and it's going to retrograde in 2 signs. The first half of it is going to retrograde in Sagittarius, and then the second half is going to retrograde in Scorpio. So whatever's reoccurring, whatever popped back up, whatever came back around, whatever spent the bin, learn the lesson. Keep it pushing. Take the L, because the L is the lesson, not a loss. And then with the retrograde in Scorpio, I want you to understand where you're holding yourself short or holding yourself back, and how you're stopping yourself from seeking and finding the deepest, most ways to be desired and pleasured. Because me, I quite literally have a deity kink. Like, I absolutely want to be worshipped, and I absolutely want offerings. The fuck? What else would I want? I'm from Venus. Like, what? What else would I want? And on 11/11, which is the day that I'm recording this, we are going to have Jupiter is going to retrograde in the sign of Cancer. And so for that, when I was like writing this down, I just kept thinking about, like, I kept seeing like a plant that got too big. You ever seen a plant and the roots grow so deep that it break the pot and then like start growing into the sidewalk? Don't be that plant. Get a bigger pot, bitch. Like, it's okay. It's not that deep. In order to grow, you need space. In order for it to be a floor, there has to be a ceiling. So think about you either a small fish in a big pond or a big fish in a small pond. And how do you analyze and understand how does that manifest in your life? And how do you feel about that experience? And if you feel like you a small fish in a big pond, how can you get to the other side? If you feel like you a big fish in a small pond, how can you surround yourself with more people who are aligned with your morals and values? So yeah, that like, to me as a Taurus, that sounds just like grounding. Like when people on the internet be talking about touch grass, that's what that is, ho. Yeah, ground down. Come back to earth. Be realistic about it. And when I say like growth needs space, think about life as like a trip. Bitch, if you don't stop at the gas station, you're not gonna go that far. Like, you have to get fuel or you cannot continue to drive on the journey. And fuel looks different like for everybody. So you might have to, like I said, return back and learn those lessons. It might take you to just take a leap of faith. It might take you to really lock in, manifest, to really script your life. Who knows what that looks like for you? But if you want to know, tap in and get a reading for your work chart, and I can let you know what that looks like for you, period. Because if we're going to continue to talk about that road trip, you know what I'm saying? The car, don't just be like, oh, okay, I'll keep going. I need some gas though. No, bitch, the gas light is going to come on and then it's going to cut off. So this is not the time for you to be hinting and dropping little clues and not being certain. Blatant, black or white. Like I said, no gray. You can't make little clues and drop little hints and expect to get what you need, because I feel like people take those kind of things as suggestions, not law. So just think about that. Real short episode this week. That's all I got. Thank you for coming. Last episode of the season. Can we believe it? And we will be back next week with episode 1 of season 5. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you come back, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn the bell on, tell your aunt, sister, cousin, frog, dog, dentist, everybody about my YouTube channel. So I really appreciate that. And y'all know how we end the show. Bitches be mad because they be here, and bitches be here because they be mad. And right now, it's bitches is me because I'm mad because I'm drinking this and not eating no snacks. Bye, y'all.